Good evening, folks. Wally here. Welcome back to my channel. So if you've noticed, we've gotten somewhat of an upgrade. We've got a nice little green screen down back, and hopefully this overlay is a good way to show this without things being too distracting or my background being too distracting. So that's the goal with this, and I hope you guys enjoy the more upgraded quality. I've invested some stuff into the camera and all as well, so I hope that's better. Leave a comment if you think this is better or worse, or if anything can be changed. This is still a work in progress. This is just a beginning try at something different. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, do let me know. Besides that, yeah, today we're going to be jumping into Dandadan episode 5. So far, this show has been a blessing. It's been probably my favorite piece of media that I've consumed in like months, like easily like a year. Like it's so well done, and it's not even like a really complex or deeply, complex and complicated story with like tons of themes or anything. It's just focusing on one theme and one aspect of these children's lives, and its main focus is of course the coming of age and the slow and steady development of feelings and romance between two characters. That's like the main thing, and it reminds me a lot of Monogatari. I think I've probably said it before as well. I'm gonna say it again. It reminds me a lot of the Monogatari series and how the Monogatari series used stuff like yokai and different phenomena, mythological and mythical phenomena, to kind of show to externally show internal struggles of the characters, and be a way for them to overcome those struggles visually, kind of deal. And I think this is like a classic case of this show. Dandadan is a classic, like doing the same kind of premise, in that it's going to use these mythical yokai and science fiction UFO UPA stories, UAP stories, to kind of solve and show these characters grow. And I think even like if we even take like first episode with Turbo Granny and the whole taking away his wiener kind of deal, that can be interpreted as Okarun struggling with his masculinity, struggling with being like that confident masculine presence that's more traditional, and how having the Turbo Granny take that away from him, but then reclaiming that, helped him kind of accept himself and who he was, and ultimately um overcome that struggle, or not if not entirely, then partially overcome that struggle. So yeah, I hope that continues, and I hope we're gonna get more characters, so I'm interested to see what they do. But yeah, episode 5, I'm really looking forward to this. I really need more diabetes moments. I need more just pure romance and wholesomeness from the series, because it does it so well that like I can't, not want more. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Bro, there's no way you're struggling to say hello in the morning. I mean, okay, understandable. It's very understandable with a lady, but still, there's no way you're struggling, bro. Aw, she waited at the gate for you, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, dude, don't fumble it. Don't fumble the bag. Don't fumble the bag. You're literally there. Do not fumble this. Come on, don't, dude, don't. Oh, Karun. Momo, don't let this slide. Momo, don't let this slide. The introvert needs his extrovert. There we go. Hey, I was gonna say, like, what do you mean? Okay, as much as I love this opening, we really need to skip and get going. Dude, she's so enthusiastic. Like, she's completely into it. She loves to talk. Oh, she's enjoying your company. Dude, oh, Karun, come on. Don't fumble it. Okay. 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 Okay, lady. No need to be a bitch about it. Oh no. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, he's crushing so hard. Oh, he's so into it. Oh, they're pining for each other. Oh my god. Oh my Kokoro. Oh my Kokoro. Okay, Momo's VA is also slaying. I checked her out and she's apparently a really new VA. So like amazing props to her. She's like killing this role. Like she embodies the more delinquent yet feminine energy of Momo like so well, from like the transition to the like more delinquent like Kora kind of deal to like the more normal Momo tones. Like she's handling it really well. Okay? There's no way. They went into each other's class, past each other, bro. There's no shot. Oh, he's right there. Guys, guys. Guys, guys. Now they're going to the place they each were the guys. The author is trolling. The mangaka is trolling. This is full troll. This is like, you wanna make me beg for it? You gonna make me beg for it? No! No, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't. Momo, don't you fall into this, Momo. You're better than that. You got the confidence, girl. Momo, no. He's right there. A friend candidate Okarun. This is like my own personal fucking hell. Okay, this is definitely like a character development thing, and that they're both like kids still struggling with this, still struggling with trying to find that acceptance and struggling to kind of rationalize that it's real. But like my heart, give me the cute diabetes. Come on. I know I need to wait through. I know I need to wait through the drama, but oh, see each other. Come on, come on. They just kissed. Thank God. There was no misunderstanding. There's no misunderstanding. Oh, thank God. They're having a conversation. They're talking about it. They ship him. They're me. They're just like me for real. The tan girl, the Garu knows what's up. They're don't mention the balls. Is his Vivi not back? Don't tell me they're gonna apologize publicly. Momo, come on. Oh, that hurt me. Oh, that hurt me. Oh, that actually like I was dumbfounded for a moment. Like that actually like struck my heart when he said that. If it's that embarrassing to be friends with me. Oh, main character. Don't be a love rival, please. Don't be a love rival. Please don't be a rival, man. Momo's gonna see him with her and then not approach. This bitch. Deserved. That was unimaginable. I do not like her. That was unimaginably bitchy. Ira. Okarun, come on. Momo is my goat. Cinema. This is cinema. Momo is my goat. She is my goat. This show makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. That whole scene was cinema. Okay, yes, use your words. Yeah, use your words. How? How did they not notice his balls are gone? Dude! Dog, what the fuck happened? Fucking castration demon got him? That's insane. That is insane work. Did he get his balls back? Dog, she is not a grandma, okay? She is way too fit. There's no shot. Momo looks great in a ponytail, by the way. Okay, so they pulled a spirit out of Okarun and put it in the cat. So are his balls back now? I'm so invested in these balls. There it is. Is it turbo? It can't be Turbo Granny. The little animation work they do to give the characters more character, that's so good. It's Turbo Granny. So does he have his balls back? Is he like part yokai now?
このハリセンはよ、悪霊を体から追い出すためのもんだがよ。よっぽど頑張ってへばりついてたのか、ババアの意識だけが出てきちまったみてえだな。つまり、てめえの霊力はガキに残ったままで、意識だけが人形に乗り移ったってことだ。
So her mind was transferred, but the power
意
wasn't.
識を元に戻せるのはわし。ぶっちゃけあんたのことあんま憎めないんだよね。あの子たちに同情する気持ちは同じだしさ。だから友好的に行こうぜ。
Yeah, Turbo Granny, let's be friends.
うちらもあんたの力返す。
Yeah. Exactly.
クソだらが。いいぜ。
There we go.
じゃあ早速弾返して。ここにはね。ねえ、約束したじゃん。
What do you mean they're not here?
嘘はつかねえ。こいつの弾どっかに落としちまった。
His balls dropped? Are you telling me his balls dropped? Bro. 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 Okay. A transitionary episode, but I think a really good one just to show off the characters and like their dynamics. This is not my favorite episode. Last one was episode 4 was, but I really like what episode 5 did because it focused a lot on relationship building between the two. The last few minutes were about, the plot and the balls and everything, but like the vast majority of the episode is still about the main theme. It's about these two kids learning to grow closer and grow more intimate and dealing with like the social aspects of it. Like this episode was all about the social kind of ripple effect that has when you get into a relationship. Like your friends start to notice, people start to notice, they talk, and that directly affects how you act. And in this case, these characters don't know how to deal with these feelings because even for Momo, this is most likely like her first like honest to God like crush. And same for Okarun, like she's the first person that's treated him as not a nuisance, as not a problem. And so they're both like really struggling to for Okarun, it's a self-worth question. He has problems with his self-worth and he cannot still justify in his mind that like, okay, she actually like does want me as a friend. Like I'm not a burden, or it wasn't just like a thing because of all the supernatural stuff that happened. Like it's actually like a relationship kind of deal. Whereas for her, like she's more struggling with like just the social aspect of it. Like she likes him, but it becomes much harder to like somebody when everyone around you starts talking about it, and then like just as a kid you feel really embarrassed about those feelings and your feelings being brought out into the light and talked about and like gossiped about. And like even as adults, that's something that you don't like to hear, but it's something that you can handle more maturely, while as a kid you don't really have much of a defense mechanism other than just lashing out at the other person and denying the accusations. And this happens in a lot of romance anime. That's not something that this story does new. But what this story does is that it does not let those misunderstandings stand. Other stories let those misunderstandings grow into entire arcs. I'm not joking. I've read many a shoujo and many a josei where such misunderstandings happen and they extend into like 50 chapter arcs, uh, all built upon that one misunderstanding that could have been cleared up with one conversation. What this show did is that it had its characters feel all of these different things, all of these things that are like that reaffirms their worldview, but then they bump into each other and then they talk to each other and they fix the issue, they communication. That's like the core behind intimacy. The core behind any relationship is communication. And these two characters, I cannot believe like a shonen, essentially a battle shonen, is able to have its characters actually talk to each other and clear up romantic or relationship related misunderstandings without like belaboring the point. The story did what it wanted to do. It introduced these conflicts to these characters. These characters asserted what their problems were, what their insecurities were. Maybe he doesn't like talking to me. Maybe I'm like too much in his face. Maybe it was just a one time thing. Maybe she has other friends and I'm just like friend number 34 or whatever. And then like finally they communicate with each other and they actually like let each other know. And Momo's moment with Ira was incredible because like, okay, so bullying is never okay in my books. I was the kid that got bullied and it was terrible. And having a character like Okarun, like when he said like, is it really that embarrassing to be my friend? Like that's something that I can say I've actually felt before, like in my life. Like that's something that resonates with me a lot. It's like it's it's not even a thing of like anyone ever saying it to you, but you feeling like you embarrass other people, so like you don't want to ruin their image, which is why like you don't get into their spaces or hang around them because you feel like you're like the embarrassing friend. You're like the person that everyone laughs at or whatever, and like hanging out with you is indirectly harming their reputation, kind of deal. And none of this needs to be like a true thing. None of this needs to be like a thing. But to Okarun, like that's been his reality this whole time, is that like people judge him from his cover. They don't get to know him at all, and they make fun of him and they treat him like he's not one of them. And Momo got to know him through sheer coincidence, and Momo knows what kind of person he is, and they vibe with each other so bad. This whole episode was about them dying to talk each other, literally dying to talk each other. But then when it actually came the time to talk, they couldn't find the words to say what they wanted, and it ended up in a misunderstanding and a conflict there. And then they talked, and then they resolved the conflict, and they got on the same page, and then they cleared it all up, which was wonderful. Back to the topic because that was a tangent, but I with Ira and the bullying and all, like I love that that was introduced as a thing, and then if acted as the catalyst for Momo to kind of get over him, because that's who Momo is. Momo is like kind of the person, like sometimes it's like a sibling thing almost, where you're like, oh, nobody makes fun of this person besides me, kind of deal. So she's like, I can bully him, and I can like in my own friendly way, like as much as he consents to, like I can talk to him like that, but nobody else can. And the jealousy that she felt when she was touching him, and she was like, oh no. But then she heard what she was saying, and she was like, that's no way to treat a guy. Like Momo's very protective of her friends, and that's protective in general. Like even the first time, like when she came and spoke to Okaron, she was just being a nice person and not allowing bullying to stand. And even in this episode, this time it was more personal. She defended him, and not only that, but she tried to show the world like on the other point of view. He actually can talk to girls. He has a friend that is a girl, and um they get along really well. And it's like you don't know the worth of like a person just because they look like an otaku. And like this whole story is about intimacy, it's about self-worth, it's about all of these different things that children struggle with. And I 100% understand why the story is so popular, because those problems don't go away, they still stay with you even as an adult. And it's something that I think all of us struggle with. I still struggle with to this day. Sometimes you just have a day where you feel like you're not worth anything. And like, why do people even talk to you? Like, what's so special about you compared to anyone else? And this story is about these two kids learning that, like, it doesn't matter, like, how you look, what you bring to the table, or any of that. It's just about being good to each other. It's about understanding each other, getting to know each other, and liking each other for who we are rather than what we are, what we bring, what we do. All of these different things that I think personally are like a major problem in society these days, is like we judge people's worth and value by a lot of different metrics. Like how much money do they make, or what kind of house do they have, what kind of car do they drive, that's more materialistic. Or like we judge them based on what kind of friends they have, or what kind of people they hang out with, or we judge them by their looks, like, oh, how like what's their complexion, or how's their hair. Hell, we judge people based on like what music they listen to. And it's like all of these different things are just barriers separating us as people. Like there's just so many different barriers just separating us as people. And what this story is doing is showing us that like all of these barriers are just made up. None of these mean anything. And just like that, Momo just proved that like Okurun is not like some untouchable or something. Like he's just a guy. Like stop trying to make him something more, something insidious or something like disgusting almost kind of deal. So like really good episode. As far as the plot goes, Okarun's balls are missing. They're hostage, and she dropped them somewhere. Apparently, is that supposed to be a joke about like the balls dropping? I don't know, but I'm interested to see where this goes. I really need to see how this develops and where it goes, and how it all chalk chalks up to be. Like, is this going to be the long term plot? Is like the missing balls like? Are we going to like be like yokai UAP UMA hunters or something, or are we going to be like? Is this just going to be like the first problem, and then we're going to deal with like something else kind of deal? But yeah, amazing episode, really good plot points, really simple again, but really well done. The nuanced character animations, really well done. Like everything, just cinema. So yeah, if you liked this episode, let me know in the comments below. If you like this reaction, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. It all helps the algorithm. It all helps the channel. If you want to see me do this more, you want to see me react to your favorite shows, leave a comment on what your favorite show is. If I haven't seen it, I'm more than down to check something more out. Like this is something that I'm rediscovering for myself, rediscovering anime, rediscovering these stories, and I really want to, just bring everyone I can along for the road because I love to yap. I love to talk, and who would I talk to besides you? So yeah. Bye bye.